Fanfic Corner, Special Edition Fanfics, presented by Jennifer. All I Want for Christmas, written and read by Jennifer. Suzie Q slid across the polished floor. She loved it. It was the 9-week-old kitten's favorite game since she wasn't allowed outside. Her mother, Chloe, watched her from the back of the couch. Suzie was the last kitten from her litter. All of her brothers and sisters had been adopted and gone to their new forever homes. Chloe had hoped that all of her kittens would have found homes by now, but no one seemed to want Suzie, and she couldn't figure out why. Suzie was no less rambunctious than her siblings, but still everyone overlooked her. The door opened and Chloe's owner walked in along with their daughter Sarah. She had moved out a year ago, though not far since she moved into a condo just down the street. She scooped up Suzie before the kitten could get outside. "Hi, sweetie," Sarah said as the kitten purred. "She still needs a home," her mother said. "I know, but I don't know how Eric will feel about having a cat." Eric was Sarah's boyfriend, and in the process of moving in with her. Sarah set Suzie down and followed her mother into the kitchen. Suzie looked at Chloe. "Can I go with her, Mama?" Suzie asked. "I'm sorry, sweetie," Chloe said, jumping down from the couch, "but it sounds like Sarah's boyfriend may not like cats. But you told me if I was really good, I could have anything I wanted for Christmas, and I want to be with Sarah." "Suzie, there are just some things that can't be controlled." It was Christmas Eve, and Suzie still hadn't found her forever home. On the bright side, it meant she could spend her first Christmas with her mother. But there was only one person Suzie wanted to be with. The door opened, and a young man about Sarah's age came in. "Cutting it close," Sarah's mother said. "I know, but I didn't want to be too early," the young man said. He picked Suzie up from the basket. She's going to be so surprised when she gets home and finds this little one with a big Christmas ribbon around her neck. Suzie couldn't believe it. She was being adopted. She was never going to see Sarah again. Suzie pulled at the red and gold ribbon tied around her neck. She wanted it off. She wanted to get back home and wait for Sarah to take her home. The door opened and a young woman walked in. Suzie couldn't believe her eyes. It was Sarah. Sarah stopped short when she saw the tiny kitten sitting in the basket under the tree. "Suzie, what are you doing here?" she said. "Merry Christmas," the young man who had brought Suzie home said. "Sarah's boyfriend, Eric. I know you wanted Suzie to be your cat, so I got her from your parents' house." Sarah picked Suzie up and held her close. That's when she realized that it wasn't just the ribbon around Susie's neck. There was also a note that read, "Will you marry my new daddy?" in a beautiful ring. Sarah turned to Eric with a big smile. "Yes!" She hugged Eric carefully, holding Suzie to one side so they wouldn't crush the little kitten. "This is the best Christmas ever," Sarah said. Suzie snuggled up against her new mom and dad and purred. She couldn't agree more. Okay, before I sign off, I would just like to put this out there. If any of you have a fanfic or short story that you would like me to do a reading on for Fanfic Corner, please feel free to send it to me to either my Tumblr account or my Facebook page. I will have the links for both in the description section. A couple of things I'd like you to keep in mind. First off, please be sure to include your name or the name of the author. If I do not have an author to credit, I will not do a reading. Second, if it is long, I will divide it up between videos like I do with my fanfics. That is because my camcorder will only record up to 30 minutes. Thirdly, please try to keep it clean. If there are parts that or words that are inappropriate, I will gloss over them. But if there are too many inappropriate words or parts, I just won't do a reading. Lastly, please be honest. If it comes to my attention that a fanfic or a short story was submitted without the author's permission, I will not only take down all Fanfic Corner videos corresponding to that fanfic or short story, but I will also no longer accept short stories or fanfics from the sender.